Le Mans, 1955. The world's most prestigious endurance race. Thousands of fans gathered to witness the thrill of speed, the pinnacle of automotive engineering, and the sheer human determination that defines motorsport. But this year, the excitement would turn to horror, and the sport would change forever. The 24 Hours of Le Mans had always been a spectacle. Teams from around the world brought their best machines and their bravest drivers. Among them were the favourites, Mercedes-Benz and Jaguar, ready to battle it out on the Circuit de la Sarthe. The atmosphere was electric, with fans from all corners of the globe eagerly awaiting the start of the race. Little did they know that this race would be etched in history for all the wrong reasons. As the race began, the tension was palpable. Fans watched in awe as the cars roared past the stands, pushing the limits of speed and endurance. The roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the thrill of competition filled the air. Drivers maneuvered their powerful machines with precision and skill, navigating the challenging course at breakneck speeds. But beneath the excitement, danger lurked. A reminder that in the world of motorsport, the line between triumph and tragedy is often razor-thin. The early hours of the race were marked by intense competition. Legendary drivers like Juan Manuel Fangio and Sterling Moss for Mercedes-Benz and Mike Hawthorne for Jaguar were vying for the lead. Their skill and bravery were on full display as they navigated the treacherous curves and long straights of the Circuit de la Sarthe. The crowd was captivated, each lap bringing new thrills and anticipation. It seemed like nothing could overshadow the glory of this event. However, it was lap 35, just over 2 hours into the race, when everything changed. Pierre Levey, driving the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR, was following closely behind Mike Hawthorne's Jaguar. The two cars were among the frontrunners, locked in a fierce battle for supremacy. As Hawthorne made a sudden pit stop, Lance Macklin in his Austin Healey swerved to avoid him, directly into Leveg's path. The chain of events that followed would lead to one of the most catastrophic moments in motorsport history. Leveg's car struck Macklin's, launching into the air, disintegrating upon impact with the embankment, and sending debris and flames into the crowded stands. The front end of Leveg's car, including the hood and engine block, acted like deadly shrapnel, cutting through the spectators with devastating force. The scene was one of unimaginable horror. The impact killed Leveg instantly, and the flying debris claimed the lives of 83 spectators, with hundreds more injured. The scene of devastation was compounded by the intense fire, fueled by the car's magnesium bodywork. Amidst the chaos and confusion, the race continued. This decision, made by the race organizers, would be criticized for years to come. Many argued that stopping the race would have allowed emergency responders to better manage the disaster and tend to the injured. However, the organizers believed that stopping the race would have caused even more panic and chaos among the massive crowd. The decision was controversial, but in the heat of the moment, it was seen as the best course of action to prevent further disaster. The disaster shocked the world. News of the tragedy spread rapidly, making headlines around the globe. Questions were immediately raised about safety standards in motorsports. How could such a tragedy occur? What could be done to prevent it from happening again? The investigation that followed highlighted numerous safety failures, from the dangerous design of the track to the lack of protective barriers between the spectators and the race cars. Investigations revealed that the design of the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR, with its magnesium body, contributed to the severity of the fire. When the car disintegrated, the magnesium ignited, causing intense flames that were difficult to extinguish. Additionally, the track layout, with its narrow straights and high-speed corners, left little room for error. The lack of proper barriers meant that any crash could have catastrophic consequences for both drivers and spectators. The combination of high speeds, minimal safety measures, and large crowds created a perfect storm for disaster. The inquiry into the disaster brought to light several critical points. First, it highlighted the inadequacies in emergency response at such events. Medical teams were unprepared for the scale of the disaster, and the lack of immediate access to the injured hampered their efforts. Second, it underscored the need for better spectator protection. At the time, the stands were far too close to the track, and there were no significant barriers to protect the fans from out-of-control vehicles. In response to the disaster, Mercedes-Benz withdrew from motorsport and would not return for several decades. This decision underscored the gravity of the event and the impact it had on the motorsport community. The disaster became a catalyst for change, prompting racing organizations worldwide to implement stricter safety protocols. Changes included improved car design, better track layouts, and enhanced safety measures to protect both drivers and fans. The changes were significant. Car manufacturers began to focus more on the structural integrity of their vehicles, introducing roll cages, crumple zones, and fire-resistant materials. Tracks were redesigned to include wider runoff areas, better barriers, and safer spectator zones. These changes, while driven by tragedy, marked the beginning of a new era in motorsport safety. The memory of the 1955 Le Mans disaster serves as a somber reminder of the risks of motorsport. It stands as a testament to the advancements in safety that have been made over the years. Today, the lessons learned from that tragic day continue to influence the design of race cars and racetracks. Modern racing cars are equipped with advanced safety features, including reinforced cockpits, energy-absorbing materials, and sophisticated crash detection systems. Racing organizations have also introduced stringent regulations to ensure the safety of both drivers and spectators. Tracks are designed with safety in mind, featuring wider runoff areas, improved barriers, and better spectator protection. The focus on safety has become an integral part of motorsport, helping to prevent similar tragedies from occurring. The legacy of the 1955 Le Mans disaster is a safer and more responsible motorsport industry. While the thrill of speed and competition remains at the heart of racing, the safety of everyone involved has become the top priority. The improvements in technology and regulations have made motorsport safer than ever before, allowing fans to enjoy the excitement of racing without the looming fear of disaster. Today, the 24 Hours of Le Mans continues to be one of the most prestigious events in the world of motorsport. Each year, drivers and teams from around the globe gather to compete in this grueling endurance race. The advancements in safety have ensured that such a tragedy will not be repeated, honoring the memory of those who lost their lives in 1955. The race itself has also evolved, incorporating new technologies and innovations that continue to push the boundaries of automotive engineering. Hybrid and electric cars now compete alongside traditional combustion engines, showcasing the future of sustainable racing. These advancements are a testament to the spirit of innovation and progress that defines motorsport. The race is not just a test of speed, but also of endurance and strategy. Teams must carefully manage their resources, from fuel consumption to tyre wear, while navigating the grueling 24-hour challenge. The drivers, too, face immense physical and mental demands, requiring them to maintain peak performance through the night and into the following day. The modern Le Mans race is a complex ballet of human skill and technological prowess. As the cars roar past the stands at Le Mans, we remember those who lost their lives in the pursuit of speed. Their legacy is the safety and innovation that continues to drive motorsport forward. The 1955 Le Mans disaster is a reminder of the price that was paid for the progress and safety we see in motorsport today. In conclusion, the 1955 Le Mans disaster stands as a pivotal moment in the history of motorsport. It was a day of immense tragedy and loss, but it also sparked a wave of change that has made racing safer for everyone involved. The memory of that day continues to shape the future of motorsport, ensuring that the lessons learned from the disaster are never forgotten. We honor the victims by striving to make motorsport safer, by pushing for innovation, and by remembering that behind every race car, there are human lives at stake. The spirit of Le Mans lives on, not just in the pursuit of speed, but in the relentless drive for safety and progress. This is the legacy of the 1955 Le Mans disaster, a day that changed motorsport forever. The stories of the victims and survivors continue to resonate, reminding us of the human cost of progress. Each year, as the sun sets over the Circuit de la Sarthe and the drivers push their limits, we pause to reflect on the lives lost and the changes made. It is a poignant reminder that the heart of motorsport beats not just with the roar of engines, but with the memory of those who sacrificed so much. As we look to the future, the lessons of 1955 guide us towards a safer, more innovative era of racing. The advancements in technology, the improvements in safety, and the unyielding spirit of competition ensure that motorsport remains a thrilling yet responsible pursuit. The legacy of the 1955 Le Mans disaster is one of progress born from tragedy, a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of the human spirit.